Hello, hello. How are we doing today, everybody? Jade here, delivering a message for you. Let's see what we got. Spirit guides. I just saw number 27. Spirit guides are the highest truth and compassion. What is it that we can share with this beautiful collective of individuals today? What is it that we can share for their highest good? I just saw the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. Lots of cups. Maybe we're moving through cup energy. All right, here we go. I'm being asked to pull from the top. If you've been here before, then you know that I draw a top card that symbolizes your conscious mind, a bottom card symbolizing your unconscious. There's one off to the side, which is the overall energy in the matter, and one off to the other side, which is advice. So your conscious mind card today comes out as the Four of Pentacles. We've had this, I think, in our last week reading, the Four of Pentacles in your conscious mind. I'm being guided to draw all of them. So unconscious is the Eight of Wands. Your overall energy is the Knight of Pentacles. And your advice is the Knight of Swords. Oh my goodness. All right, so we have two knights hugging the reading, essentially. I don't know why I want to grab this one too with the Knight of Swords, the Emperor. Interesting. That's a big card. So the way now that it looks, it's the Knight of Swords is on top of the Emperor. The Four of Pentacles is on top of the Eight of Wands. Interesting. Ooh. We have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck with the Five of Swords. I just heard conflict in paradise. Okay, you'll know if that's you. So I'm just gonna take a look here to see if there's any message. I'm gonna use my channeling stone to see if there's a message here that I get right off the bat. I am very drawn to this Emperor. This Emperor has a lot to say with their eyes for me today. And maybe they have something to say to you. If there's something that comes to your mind, then that message is specifically yours. This Emperor is holding a lot in their, I just got in their heart. There's holding a lot in their heart. You know, the Emperor, the feeling, if I'm tapping into this person, this individual, which it could be Empress, Emperor energy, basically sovereign, established, like an authority in fill in the blank. Ooh, there's a couple of things I'm tapping into. There was something weighing on their heart. Then there's another one that's, I demand justice. I demand respect. I demand resolve. That's another story. Ooh, I just got the message, I'm keeping what you gave me. I'm keeping what you gave me. Maybe that is a message for someone. I'm keeping what you gave me. Like this here, I don't know why that I was drawn to that, and they're saying I'm keeping what you gave me. The color blue is also standing out to me, which is kind of funny with this Emperor card. Usually it doesn't. The color blue is standing out to me. Maybe the color blue means something specific to you. It could also just be blue, you know, water, emotion, love. I did see the King of Cups and the Page of Cups as I was doing this, so that could be a part of this as well. All right, well, the Emperor has a lot to say to me today. I'll keep that in mind. there's a story here of wanting to go fast with something, but knowing that's not the right thing to do. So there's a story here of wanting to go fast with whatever it is. If you resonate with any of those storylines, if you're still here and you're like, something, I need to hear something here. There's something, and I just got a huge tingle up my back, like up my neck, up right in my like head. If any of those storylines resonated for you, then there's something about wanting to move fast with something in your waking life and knowing that you need to pace yourself. That's what I'm getting. Knowing you need to pace yourself. Huh. So with the Four of Pentacles in your conscious mind, that would kind of also go with knowing to pace yourself, knowing that that's the right thing to do, to hold steady is what I'm getting with whatever it is that is on your mind, which the overall energy is the Knight of Pentacles. And so it feels like to me, the Knight of Pentacles is also action oriented. The Knights are action oriented. I feel like it's regarding wanting to give something, okay? Wanting to give something. It could be a gift, and gift is broad. Like gift, the way that I'm using it is broad, not necessarily like an actual physical gift. It could be like a talent of yours. It could be a resource. It could be a resource as well. But it could be anything related to the elements, the fire, earth, air, wind, fire, earth, water, spirit. Fire, earth, water, spirit. I'm missing one. Fire, earth, air, spirit. Oh my gosh, I'm missing one. Whatever, and this is funny because whatever I'm missing is what you're missing too. That's what I'm getting. Whatever I'm missing is what you're missing too, is what I'm getting. So, cups, wands, right? We have cups, we have wands, we have pentacles. What else is there? I'm like blanking right now. Let me see here. I want to, this is what I'm hearing. I want to give blah. I want to give you blah. I want to, that's kind of like what I'm hearing. I want to give you, I don't know, fill in the blank. You're gonna have to fill in the blank. So, I'm just like pulling this open. I can't believe how much fire. All right, we talked about fire. Fire is wand energy. I want to give you, that wasn't the one that I missed. My left hand is so hot right now. Sea is water. We didn't miss that one. Sky is air. And I feel like there's like one that I'm missing here, y'all. Earth is cats. I'm not missing one. Oh my gosh. Earth is pentacles. Okay, I'm not missing one. Earth, fire, air, water, spirit. That's 5. When I said it the first time, there wasn't 5. There was only 4 that came out. So whatever I missed, that is something that we need to pay attention to. I almost want to play this back to remember what I said, but I know that I said earth, fire, water, and air. Maybe it was spirit. Maybe I missed spirit. I think that was the one I missed. We're missing spirit. We're missing... What are we missing? We're missing spirit. I want to give you... Maybe that's the overall energy is wanting to connect with your guides, or your guides wanting to connect with you. Maybe that you've been receiving messages, or you've been getting some sensation in meditation, or that was not intended to rhyme. And you're kind of like, what is this? And I kind of want to explore this. Maybe that's part of this. I'm going to pull some clarifying cards. That was just wild. All right, let's pull some clarifying cards with Mystical Cats. Tales of Mystical Cats by Lunea Weatherstone. I'm gonna make sure these, I wanna make sure these are right side up. I wanna make sure these are right side up. Miss Pino is very close to me right now. And she's just, it's almost lunchtime or dinner time or whatever time. It's almost time for the second feeding for Miss Pino. And she's just here reminding me. She's like, hey, just in case you forgot, you know, I'll be over here. It's kind of funny, kind of like your guides, in case you forgot. I'll be over here. I'll be waiting for you whenever you're ready to tap in. I'll be waiting. That's funny. My right leg is getting hot. Huh. Well, I'm very drawn to the color blue today. There's something with this, and maybe just the blue symbolizing your unconscious. And your unconscious, you have the Eight of Wands, and maybe your unconscious thoughts are moving. They're catching up to your consciousness. It is moving quickly. Maybe you've discovered some things in your dreams. Maybe, you know, there are things in your way, like maybe when you know that you're tapping in, or you can sense something because just general sensation. You might feel coolness when you meditate, or when you're in a certain area of your house, you might feel really connected to source, and you can smell things that remind you of old places or old memories. It's kind of funny. I just talked to one of my friends about this. They were saying that every time they played the piano, they could sense a presence in their home, and they knew nobody else was home. And they would get up and look around to be like, did my spouse come home? And it never was that. They just said that they kept hearing like a thumping as they were playing the piano, or like papers dropping as they were playing the piano. And so I feel like this is a message for someone. I think that the individuals, if you're here and you've made it through the chaotic, which element did I miss, and all of that, welcome. If you're here and you're still tuning in and you're like, there's something that like I need to hear, maybe there's been some instances like that in your life where, you know, you're at home and you're not expecting to like feel some kind of a presence, not that something's actually there, but like maybe you're hearing things, or you're smelling things, and you're seeing subtle things that you're just kind of like, I feel like there's more to that than meets the eye. And so maybe this is like your invitation to try to get connected with whatever that is, if you feel comfortable. You never obviously have to do anything you don't want to do. But if you're like, yeah, you know, I kind of do want to know like what that's all about. I just saw Raven, Corvus, Crow situation. That might be a symbol for you. Then maybe if it happens again, if it's an instance and it happens again, or maybe if you're meditating, tap into that energy, you know, do your deep breathing, get aligned, allow, like, you know, your hips, maybe have something underneath your hips. Allow your sit bones to really kind of sink into your mat or your pillow or your block. You know, allow your spine to be straight. Allow the crown of your head to really be tall. And allow for whatever wants to come through. Allow for whatever wants to come through. And if it's an energy that is not wanted, you know, obviously, ask Archangel Michael to take it away. Or just ask it to leave. And if you're tapping into whatever it is that this is about, this, whatever this thing is that wants to give you something, I'm thinking it wants to give you, that's a big beep. I just got a big beep on that. Wants to give you information, feeling. I just got feel like something with feelings. Like it wants to help console feelings, something like that. You can ask questions like, who are you, or what are you, and what is it that you're trying to say, you know. These are things you can do if you're interested. All right, so confirmation for the Four of Pentacles is the Seven of Sky with a bunch of red-winged blackbirds. That could be symbolic for you. Excuse me. The Seven of Sky. Which is like the card of starting something new. This might be something new. In your unconscious, Two of Earth. The Two of Pentacles is balance. So there's this need for speed. There's this need for speed, but we're tempering it. Like, which is kind of what we were talking about in the beginning of the reading. You want to go really fast with something, but you know you kind of have to like take your time. And I don't know if those two things are related, like the wanting to go fast with something and the spirit conversation that we're having. Because with the Knight of Pentacles, it could just be wanting to give something, like you yourself wanting to give something. And maybe you're going to have to take it as it resonates. No tarot reader knows you better than you. What's happening in your life based off of what I'm saying, connect the dots, be your own guide, right? So there's a need for balance, wanting to go fast, but a need for balance. The overall energy clarification we're getting for the Knight of Pentacles is the Moon. That's funny. Is the Moon. It's mystery. That's what I'm getting. It's going to be different for everybody. You know what it is for you. On this card, is there anything that particularly stands out to you? Because if so, you can, whatever that thing is, it might have immediate meaning to you. Otherwise, if you're like, I wonder what the symbolic meaning of blank is, you could look it up and see if one resonates with you. Essentially, though, what I'm getting with this is mystery. And I think confirmation of what I'm saying, because I like just said right before this that it's going to be different for everybody. So I'm getting the transformation a lot with this though too. So I don't know, it could, and also some spiritual vibes, like connecting with spirit. This cat looks very angelic, almost ghostly, and just the way that how everything is glowing in the night. I feel like just a lot of transformation vibes, especially with the mushroom. And the advice confirmation is the Four of Fire, the Four of Wands. Victory! So that's big clarification, confirmation, excuse me. You may identify as the Emperor, very much so. There's definitely like a whole wave, like I feel like bottom is the Chariot, moving forward. So as I continue to do these lately, I feel that the energy has shifted when I'm reading. I do feel that I'm tapping into a lot more energy than I have been in the past. I think in my last reading I said something like, I am a boat, and then there's all these fishing lines off of my boat. And so what I'm getting, like when I say anything that I'm getting. That is a line, all right? That is just one line. And that one line may resonate, it may not, another line might. So I am being guided to say that for some reason. Essentially though, with this reading, there are individuals that really want to get connected with spirit, and they're trying to understand, how do I do that? Like, how do I begin to have a relationship with my spirit guides? I'm like hearing a lot about this, and I'm interested. And then there are individuals that they have something they want to give to someone, like, or something. They want to give something, and they are trying to do it in the right time, is what I'm getting. They're trying to do it in the right time. And I think those are the main two storylines that I'm getting. And the advice, I'm going to read the Four of Fire because I feel called, there's something with the Four of Fire that I think might be advice here for us. I'm getting with advice, take steps towards what you want. Take steps towards what you want methodically. That's kind of what I'm getting. So there's some, that's part of the advice. The Four of Fire, each clan has its own ancient rituals and rites of passage, its own ways of connecting to the sacred feline nature. For the Fire Cats, the most spiritual of the clans, which is interesting because we're talking about spirit, the source of all mystical power is light. In their many temples, they meditate on the sparkling mysteries and worship their own beauty that shines from within. The cat's advice: mundane practicalities will not fully feed your spirit. That's funny. Mundane practicalities will not fully feed your spirit, because we got this in your conscious. Make time for wonder, beauty, magic, and connection to the sacred, which is literally what we've been talking about. If you have a ritual or spiritual practice, give it more time and attention on a daily basis. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. I literally just, do you hear words coming out of my mouth? Did you just hear me? What I just said? If you have a ritual or spiritual practice, give it more time and attention on a daily basis. If you don't have such a practice, it may be time. Miss Pino says it's time. She says, meow. She says, meow. I hope you can hear her. I have my headphones on, so you may not be able to hear her, in which case you just hear me meow. If you don't have such a practice, it may be time to create one. Look for the light. That's my message. It's time. It's time to create your spiritual practice. Yay! That's exciting. And what's fun about that is that there's literally no wrong way to do this. There's no wrong way to do this. There is only exploration, and there is only beginning. And there is only having the intention to connect with your guides, your highest self, however you want to tap in. However you want to tap in. I'm excited for you. I feel lots of excitement for you. My heart feels very full right now. And Miss Pino, Miss Pino is here. Come here, Miss Pino. Come here. She says that I just got my presence is a present. Kiss my ass. My presence is a present. Kiss my ass. If you know where that's from, then you know where that's from. And that's all I have to say about that. I don't have anything to say about the individual who wrote the song or anything like that. It's a song. It was in my head and I just said it, okay? So, that's all I have for you guys. That was really cool. Miss Pino never comes out. I feel like that's like a big confirmation. Miss Pino never says hi. She's kind of a grumpy gills. So, I love you very much. Enjoy taking time for your spiritual practice. Comment if you have questions. Like, share, subscribe if you like the vibe and you want to share. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.